It's hard to quantify what makes Messi so special in such a short space, but for me, one of the biggest things is how he makes the most difficult skills in the world look like the easiest child's play you've ever seen. And he does it on a regular basis over and over again. And for me, that's a testament of just how incredible he is, because he makes the hardest thing look so easy.
Não há forma de definir o Messi. O Messi é poesia, é talento, é imprevisibilidade total dentro do campo de jogo. Nunca houve um Messi e provavelmente nunca mais voltaremos a ver um jogador como ele.
Saludos desde Costa Rica. Bueno, hablar de Messi es hablar de lo mejor del fútbol mundial. Los éxitos del Barcelona, este Barcelona que ha hecho y que ha marcado historia, ha sido por Messi y lo que tiene alrededor. La Pulga, el extraterrestre, es simplemente sensacional. Él es diferente y le damos gracias a Dios que nos dio la oportunidad de ver a esta Pulga, a Leo Messi, durante esta carrera que ha sido brillante para él, para el Barcelona, para Argentina y para el fútbol en general.
Messi has been bringing magic to football for the last 15 years, and sometimes we just take it for granted. I just hope that in the future we'll be able to find the right words to explain to young football fans how magical it felt every time he touched the ball. Happy birthday, Lionel.
I started watching Barca for Rivaldo. I fell in love with this player. I fell in love with his magic and how he plays simple football, but yet so hard to imitate. And I thought that there's no player like Rivaldo. But then Ronaldinho came along. And as we all know, at least for me, I think that Ronaldinho changed the whole generation of footballers. All the new kids were trying to imitate how he does his skills and how he plays and how he shoots and all that. So I think everyone at some point thought that Ronaldinho is the greatest to ever touch the ball. But then the years passed by and Messi came along. And I can be positive when I say that we will never, ever see a player like Messi. At least for the next 25 years. He's the oxygen of football. And I think we should all be thankful to witness his journey from the beginning till now.
My favourite Lionel Messi moment actually comes from a goal that he didn't score with his left or right peg. It was the 2009 Champions League final, and myself, being a massive Liverpool fan, was firmly rooting for Barcelona. With the game in the balance, a lofted ball in by Xavi saw Lionel Messi rise superbly to dig the ball into the back of the net with his head. It pretty much chipped Edward van der Sar, and the rest is history. Barcelona went on to win.
¿Qué decir de Messi? El recuerdo que tengo fue en la final de la Copa América 2015, toma la pelota en el minuto 90, se saca de encima a Marcelo Díaz, habilita a Ezequiel Lavezzi, que centra para Gonzalo Higuaín, y esa pelota definitivamente se va a la parte lateral de la red, en un momento en que el Estadio Nacional se silenció por completo, en que Lionel Messi apagó casi todo el ruido que había en ese lugar en ese momento, y eso es lo que yo te puedo decir de Lionel Messi. Es un futbolista capaz de cambiar el trámite de cualquier partido, de desorganizar cualquier defensa y de hacer que se sientan solo los corazones de los hinchas en un estadio tan grande como el Nacional.
It's not just the goals, it's not just the assists, it's not just the flicks and the tricks and the dribbles, but I think one major reason why we have to be proud to witness this moment, experiencing Lionel Messi, is the ease with which he's done these things. It's been amazing, it's looked easy on the eyes for so many of us, and you know, so many players struggle to do these things Lionel Messi does. And I think that's what sets him aside, sets him apart from the rest. Amazing player, and yes, happy birthday to one of the greatest, probably the greatest of all time.
I think that the best skill, the greatest skill that Messi has, apart from all the technique and the flair and the way he scores his goals, is this kind of spider sense that he has. I don't know if you've seen the Spider-Man or read the Spider-Man comics, but Spider-Man has this spider sense that helps him avoid danger before danger comes, and I feel that's kind of what Messi has. He can feel the defenders coming sliding in, and he's resolved the situation before it happens. I think that kind of vision is what makes him so special and what makes him truly one of the greatest that we'll ever witness. I'm very happy to be a part of the generation that has seen him from the beginning and that will follow him until the end.
To me, Lionel Messi is the greatest footballer in the world. He can do anything with the ball. He can score from any spot on the pitch. He's just amazing. He have a fantastic vision. He have amazing pace. And what he does for his team is quite impressive. You can tell Lionel Messi is the first genius of 21st century. He's the greatest.
Lionel Messi, wow, what a player. Obviously, he had his best year in 2012 under Pep Guardiola when he scored 91 goals, breaking the world record. But for me, he's even become more important since Pep left. He's the heart, the engine of this Barcelona side, also carrying in Argentina. He can make something happen out of nowhere, just go past 5 players, and I think that's what sets him apart.
Personally, as a Spanish football journalist, Lionel Messi has been the most prominent figure, without a doubt, and I think his influence not only on the Spanish game but on the world game has been significant. And for me personally, he's the greatest player of all time. I never got to see Diego Maradona or Pele or anybody like that play in their pomp, but for me and for others of this generation, Lionel Messi is the greatest, and I think you can't really be anything more than that.
Lionel Messi, his genius, his fantasy. He's the reason we watch football, because we know that even in a boring part of a boring match, he can create something that we will remember for years. You know, we Italians, we like talking about tactics, offside trap, man-to-man defense, but we are also very passionate for beauty. And we know that when Messi plays with his magic left foot, well, that's pure beauty.
So many people just talk about the tricks, the deft flicks, and the expertise. But whenever I watch the man in action, what stands out to me is the years and years of hard work which must have gone into ensuring that each one of those free kicks keeps dipping just right and keeps dipping into the goal. That's why for me, Lionel Messi is the greatest of all time.
Lionel Messi is the greatest footballer of all time due to his understanding of space. He plays the game in slow motion while everybody else runs around in fast forward. This lets him manipulate the ball, the space and the opposition to do whatever he wants them to do.
Siempre he pensado que la definición que más complementa lo que representa Lionel Messi la dio en su momento Pablito Aimar, en donde dice que piensa y ejecuta al mismo tiempo, y eso es algo al alcance de muy pocos futbolistas en el mundo. Diego Armando Maradona, Pelé, algunos defensores como Beckenbauer y Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi, que es un jugador total, así como era un 9,5, un falso 9 en el Barcelona de Guardiola, siendo delantero y a la vez centrocampista. Con el paso del tiempo se ha vuelto a veces mejor pasador incluso que goleador, como por ejemplo en el Barcelona de Luis Enrique en la temporada 2014-2015, en donde terminan ganando Champions. Y ahora, ya rebasado los 30 años, Lionel Messi encuentra su versión más efectiva relacionada al último cuarto de cancha, en el 4-4-2 del Barcelona, y siendo un delantero que juega detrás de Luis Suárez. Lionel Messi es sinónimo de fútbol, es sinónimo de un futbolista de época. No sé si el mejor del mundo, pero por lo menos sí el mejor de nuestra época.
O melhor jogador que eu vi jogar na minha vida. Ele sabe armar, defender, ele sabe atacar, ele sabe fazer gol. Ele é completo dentro do que o jogo apresenta. Então o Messi, ele é genial. Eu acho que essa palavra define bem. Ele é genial porque ele faz o difícil se tornar muito simples.
Konnichiwa. Hello from Japan, the offices of J Soccer Magazine in Kobe, where you can see hundreds and hundreds of items of memorabilia and football shirts of Japanese players, even on the ceiling. But in amongst all this lot, there is a number 10 Barcelona shirt. Wishing Lionel Messi a happy birthday from J Soccer Magazine in Kobe, Japan, but noting that this is actually a Takefusa Kubo shirt. So, Leo, I hope that you've mentored Mr. Kubo very well, and when he either returns to Barcelona with you, or who knows, when you come to Japan to play for Vissel Kobe, please get in touch. So happy birthday, Leo, and when you do get to Kobe, give me a call, I'll give you a tour.
It's hard really to try and remember modern football without Lionel Messi, which is a bit of a crazy statement because he's only been around really at the top of his game for 10 years, but this shows the level he's played at consistently since he burst onto the scene for Barcelona and indeed Argentina. And when I think of Lionel Messi, there's 2 matches in particular that encapsulate everything about him. First is the Champions League final in 2011 against Manchester United, where we saw in the UK for the first time him really tear apart a side, and he pretty much masterminded that victory against Ferguson's United, who were quite fancied that year. And also his unbelievable solo effort against Athletic Bilbao in the Nou Camp, where he just drifted past players as if they weren't there and slotted it into the goal. And those 2 performances for me epitomise everything about Lionel Messi.
Lionel Messi is a great player for me. is one of the best I've ever seen. I call him the GOAT because he's the greatest of all time. His dribbling, his ability to score, he has everything as a footballer. How he scores, how he dribbles, how he contributes in the team play tells you how great Lionel Messi is. For me, I think he's the best I've ever seen. He's left-footed, but always getting the chances for his teammates, and so humble. He's the greatest.
Messi est vraiment unique, mais vraiment spécial, le meilleur joueur de tous les temps. Il nous surprend à chaque fois. À chaque fois, on se dit qu'on a tout vu, mais c'est pas le cas. Il crée à nouveau quelque chose, il marque un but incroyable, il fait une différence ou il fait un dribble sorti de nulle part. On se demande comment il fait, mais c'est propre à Messi. Il n'y a que lui qui fait ça. C'est le joueur le plus complet. Vista, technique, précision, différence. C'est le meilleur joueur de tous les temps. On est chanceux de vivre à son époque, de vivre sa carrière au jour le jour. Chanceux d'en profiter tout simplement.
Lionel Messi is a pure talent. He inspires people every weekend with Barcelona, with all the goals and the assists and the dribbles that he produces. And now heading to Russia, he has a mammoth task on his shoulders to emulate what Diego Maradona did for his nation. I just don't want people to take him for granted because what he has done throughout his playing career is unthinkable and beyond reach for this generation of players and probably in the future as well.
Lionel Messi is a phenomenon, one of the best players I've ever seen. The way he controls the game, the way he scores the goals, the way he dribbles the ball, his intelligence, his talent, he's one of a kind, one of the best players I have ever seen, and will always be a legend.
For en hel generasjon fotballelskere har Messi redefinert ordet fotball. Det finnes ikke lenger superlativer som kan beskrive det han har gjort og fortsatt gjør på en fotballbane. Helt enkelt, Messi er fotball.
Este es mi concepto con respecto a Lionel Messi, un verdadero fenómeno del fútbol, genio, con la selección de Argentina, con Barcelona. Creo que las épocas no se pueden comparar. Muchas veces me han preguntado si Messi es mejor que Maradona, si Maradona es mejor que Pelé. En realidad son épocas diferentes. El genio del fútbol del siglo XXI se llama hoy Lionel Messi. Y lo bueno de Lionel Messi es que su éxito deportivo va de la mano de su conducta personal y de su conducta familiar. Un verdadero héroe de nuestros tiempos, digno de imitar.
When every time Messi does something magical for Argentina, it makes you feel like you're falling in love with the same girl over and over again. You can never get bored with it, it's such a contagious feeling that, when it happens, wow, it's just spectacular. And probably that's the reason why that I still love watching him playing.
¿Qué significa Leo Messi para el mundo? Sin duda alguna que es uno de los mejores jugadores. Aquí en nuestro país existe una gran cantidad de hinchas del Barcelona y del mismo selección albiceleste y más allá de ello sabemos de que Messi es una de las grandes figuras del mundo y aquí se le idolatra a un modo exagerado, ¿no?
Imam privilegij gledati najvećega ikad i stvarno se veselim vremenu kad će me djeca gnjaviti da im priča o Mesiju jednako onako kako sam gnjavio o starog da priča o Maradoni. Zato sretan rođendan, Leo.
Lionel Messi jeste fudbal. Lionel Messi je promenio istoriju fudbala sa lakoćom sa kojom menja pravac kretanja u driblingu i ono najvažnije, istorija fudbala će se deliti na pre i posle Lionela Messija.
من الصعب جدا أن نوصف ليونيل ميسي بعبارة بجملة بنص لأن بكل بساطة وبدون أي مجاملة ليونيل ميسي هذا اللاعب يعتبر فوق الوصف. نحن محظوظون جدا بأن نكون في عصر ليونيل ميسي. Gracias, Leo.
¿Qué es Messi para Argentina? Estamos los que lo idolatramos, que somos la mayoría, y están aquellos que todavía le cuestionan el hecho de no haber ganado una Copa del Mundo. Lo cierto es que Messi tomó la posta de Diego Maradona y se convirtió en el máximo anhelo, en el máximo referente de todos los que amamos el fútbol. Lo máximo que se puede aspirar en el fútbol es ser Messi, como lo fue Maradona. Por eso, Messi merece ganar esta Copa del Mundo más que nadie.